Welcome back, gods and goddesses, to the Gifted Goddess channel, where I channel my gifts for the collective advantage. And I encourage you to not only seek your gifts, but to find meaningful ways to use them in any way that deems fit. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for clicking in, tapping and tuning into the vibes. If you are returning, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Something about Eminem or a Slim Shady. I'm hearing Shady is significant. I'm just hearing Shady Grove. So somebody was probably throwing some shade. All right, could we get through the intro? If you haven't been here, you should know we're heavily coded over here. So this message is definitely, I'm hearing a 504. So it's heavy war in these spiritual streets. Okay. Somebody could be a Libra. I was about to do the Cardi tongue roll thing. So somebody could be a Libra or just justice coming in, as well as I'm hearing this just due. Justice is just due. Long overdue. Okay. Somebody's getting their just due in a situation where justice has been long overdue. Thank you, Spirit. Also, we have 304 in this energy. As always, some low vibrational behaviors going of it all, right? So let's tap into this energy real quick. I channeled this on December 7th, 2025. That was yesterday, I believe. Yeah. So something about 620 could be significant. So you could be a Gemini, Cancer cusp, right? Or someone in this energy is, yes, I'm getting 721 as well. So somebody could be, I'm getting Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and then twos. So Aquarius or Pisces. 642 on my spiritual clock. That could be significant for someone. Heavy on the sixes, okay? Something about your stability and foundation, perhaps, or a family matter. Of course, right? So when I came to do this message, I kept hearing, before I came on to record, the intro on one of Ja Rule's CDs. CDs are significant. That could be someone's initials. You could be purchasing CDs like from a bank, certificates of deposit. If you know, you know. That's random as well. Also, I'm getting somebody playing old CDs, or this is the same old song, okay? So what I'm getting from this is you could have been a Ja Rule fan back in the day. If you weren't, I don't know what you were doing in the early 2000s if you weren't. 13 could be significant. Divine Feminines in the house. Hey. Welcome. Remember, these messages are timeless. Whenever this message is finding you, it was meant to find you in that divine timing. Also, whenever this channel finds you, just know you're in the process of ascension, right? You're no longer living in autopilot, and you are taking control of your life by any means necessary, is what I'm getting. Malcolm X could be significant, or MX could be significant. Something's all in the mix, child. Somebody all in the mix. I'm hearing all in the Kool-Aid, don't know the flavor. Child, let's get into this message because I'll be here all night with these random downloads just dropping in. But what I heard when I came on from the Veni Vidi Vici album, somebody don't want me to say that. Veni Vidi Vici means she came, she saw, she conquered. Okay, Divine Feminine? So you saw what you wanted, you went after it, and now you're conquering that beast is what I'm hearing. You in beast mode. Okay, collective. Let's get into it. Heavy on everybody stepping into their power, stepping into their energy. So congratulations on taking control of your life. But on the CD, there's an intro and it's just like, he's like begging out. He's like, Lord, can we get a break? We ain't really happy here. Take a look into our eyes and see pain is what I feel. Somebody's in pain. Somebody is calling out to the Lord. I'm hearing begging for mercy. Lord have mercy. Something about that significant. Somebody could be of Jamaican or Caribbean descent. I was just corrected. Thank you, ancestors. Yeah, something about the year 2025. We know that's the year of the snake, all things being revealed. So I'm getting the layers are being peeled off of this person. Probably a tower moment, taking place. And not only are the things in everyone's life being peeled back for, I'm hearing further exploration. And I just heard experimentation too. So someone definitely was experimenting and not really doing what they needed to do. But now they're seeing and peeling back the layers of themselves. They're being forced to, right? We're all being forced to in this beautiful year, right? And God is coming to it. And if you're ready for 2025 to be over, put a round of applause in the comments, honey, because we are almost there. So let's hold on. I'm here, hold on to your britches. But what I'm getting is this person is being forced to see themselves, right? And they are begging God for mercy. All they saw of themselves was the good. The decadence of the top layer is what I'm getting. They didn't really do the deep diving. So now that we're all being forced to kind of go within, right? Things are being stripped from us left from right, whether it's physical stuff, partnerships, relationships, jobs, family, ego, false sense of self, right? Everybody's being kind of stripped down to the bare minimum. And some people are begging out to God for mercy instead of doing the work. Yeah, somebody is super sour in their energy. I'm looking at a warhead. When's the last time you seen a warhead, right? Somebody is really at war with themselves when what I'm getting is they try to deflect from the introspection and doing the internal work, refusing to evolve, refusing to learn the lessons. So now they're at war with themselves. They can't cast or project this energy out on anyone any longer. They're being forced to look at themselves because I'm seeing people pointing at them. Okay, also I'm being called to share. When you point a finger at somebody, you have, what is it, three or four pointing back at you. I was about to say five, like somebody's otherworldly, but what I'm getting is this person is constantly in the energy of projecting things onto people. And now what they're coming to realize is they can no longer just point the finger without those other ones being pointed back at themselves. And what I'm hearing is more and more people, what I'm feeling is what I should say. Let's be correct and clear. Clear is what I've been hearing all day too. Clear. Something's becoming crystal effing clear. They can't deflect anymore and they're being held accountable by more people is what I'm getting, right? More people are starting to pull back and look at this person for who they really are as we're all doing introspection and kind of being called to reevaluate our lives, right? That's what people are doing more and more with more and more with this person. So even if you are in this energy, 833, as I said that, so something about that is significant. Yeah, they're being taught a divine lesson. Things are, karma is looping around, okay, with the 8, and they're being taught a lesson by karma. Thank you, Spirit. And people are seeing this person for who they are, not just you, is what I'm getting, right? Because maybe you had to, pull their coattail to some of the things that they do that might not be the most decadent. Deca is coming up to 10 is significant. We know that's all about, new beginning, endings and new beginnings, because 10 is the end, but it's also a 1, which is a new beginning, right? 0, 1, 2. Significant. So just from that's just giving me October Libra, January Capricorn, and then the 2s, right? Many people are calling this person out for their behaviors or how they treat people. I'm hearing how they make people feel, right? Something about that is significant. They've left their mark on people, how they feel. Okay, was it Maya Angelou who said that? Like, people will won't always remember what you done for them, but they'll always remember how you made them feel, right? So people are recalling how this person has made them feel within their energy, and they're being called to the carpet is what I'm getting. Like, okay, enter the center of the stage, let's go. And the spotlight is kind of being put on this person and how they conduct themselves. I'm hearing conduct themselves accordingly. They're kind of I'm hearing lash, like being lashed maybe by the Most High with these karmic lessons, and also getting whiplashed on how many people are turning against them, and how getting whiplash from the lessons that they're learning, and just whiplash from, I'm just hearing it all coming down so abruptly, like all hitting them at once, like getting whiplash from all the towers happening, maybe losing friendships, family relationships, different dynamics in their lives. You maybe jobs. I'm hearing relationships with children are strained, just very strained energy. They're getting whiplash because it's coming from all angles. And what they are failing to realize is that, these are the lessons that they should have been learning up until this point. That's why it's all happening, feeling like it's all happening at once, because it was put off for far too long. I'm just hearing, it's too late to apologize. It's too late. That's One Republic. Something about that is significant. I'm also seeing, someone pledging allegiance to a flag. Something is nationwide, right? So I don't even want to go where this is trying to take me, but this is a direct channel. This is not what I had written down, by the way. So something is nationwide, though. What I'm getting is, one, with the Pledge of Allegiance, this person or people, I'm hearing entities and power structures as well. Now we're getting to the layers of it. This could be a 204. We have different levels of it. Let's just assume all my messages are 204s. Okay. There's heavy layers to everything that I say, apparently, right? That's just the person I am channeling. I'm getting when I'm channeling, I'm getting, but what I'm getting is pledging allegiance. This person was used to people pledging blind allegiance to them and their causes, because this person appears so upright and decadent, right? To the senses, what I'm getting is they walk the walk, they talk the talk, they look the part. You know what I'm saying? This looks like a well-rounded person. They present themselves very well. I'm hearing in a business sense, in a class sense. So something about class is significant. Baby, sometimes people got to go to school to learn. We could be talking about a Leo energy, right? But someone who's very prideful, someone who likes to be in the spotlight, right? And or someone who is in the spotlight, very prideful, nationwide. Okay. All right. Let's put a pin there. Now I'm just hearing that little girl singing, nationwide is on your side. So yeah, I'm just getting now kind of like the nations being flipped on them. Okay. Take it on whatever level you take it on. Ashley could be significant, right? The entire nation flipping on someone, right? Or their former constituents. I hope I said that right. Flipping on them. Now I'm just seeing AOC. I don't even know who she is. Okay. Let's not pretend. I don't do the politics, but Alexandra Ocasio Cortez. I love her, by the way. I don't follow politics, but oftentimes, quotable things she says will come up, and her and I, think along the same lines. I think, certain people should have been tried for crimes against humanity, because we're far beyond the war tactics that have been displayed thus far, right? It's 2025. We should have evolved past this primitive as way of operating countries in the world. Anywho, on a more local individual sense, what I'm getting is people's constituents. This could be local governments. I'm hearing local politicians or local people in positions of power. I'm seeing churches. I'm seeing organizations within communities that are designated to help serve the underprivileged, help serve children. I'm seeing the elderly, right? Kind of very pompous and prideful. Something about P's are significant as well. Thank you, Spirit, for confirming that. Something about this energy feels very haughty and high and mighty, almost holier than thou. That's probably why the religious sector is coming in as well. But these people are being, I'm hearing, cast aside to begin something new. Okay, so like this is the year with the snake, we're going from a 9 to a 10, right? So, those layers are being peeled back and we're understanding more as a collective, right? As a nation of people, whether in your community and your family, across the globe, whatever have you, country to country, right? This could be individually in your household. You're just realizing that the person or people you want in place in your household have to be of proper stature, not just look the part, speak the part, but actually embody and be who they say they be, right? Heavy on Mama Iyanla Vanzant. A Virgo could be significant. I'm hearing Virgos in particular are significant. Baby, what you don't want to do is make a Virgo go into hermit mode and reflect on some shit, because you will be cast out quickly, okay? Because one thing with Virgos, what I'm getting is because I'm a Virgo, I might channel a lot for Virgos, right? Whether that's you who this resonates for or someone in your life if you're a cross watcher, right? But take that how it may resonate. I feel like I'm always tapped into the Virgo nation, right? Virgo. But typically that's our energy, and perhaps, the world is in this place of further analysis is what I'm getting, right? We're always doing the internal assessments, right? I'm not trying to make it like, we're better than anyone. I'm hearing better than thou. Something about religion is very significant, right? So I'm hearing somebody was using their religion to position themselves as holier than thou or better than thou, because better than you or better than others because of their upbringing, their religious stature is what I'm hearing. Somebody is very arrogant and pompous in their way of being. I just keep getting stature, like someone almost statuesque, like towering over people with their energy, right? Or trying to, right? And what's happening is, y'all know I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. If you moving like you're invincible, God is going to help you test that theory, beloved. So if you think you're holier than thou, you are the Almighty, okay, God is going to help you test that theory, honey. Every knee shall bow is what I'm hearing. I'm just hearing bow, 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 bow. I don't know what song that is, but I'm getting several things from that. Like multiple people, perhaps in your energy, divine feminine. I'm think this might pertain to you or somebody in that energy, right? We know energy is fluid, right? It's not just gender. So take what resonates, flip what you may need to flip. As I always say, if it applies, just catch the vibe. If it don't, let that shit fly. No pressure, right? Don't take it personal. But many people in this energy, yes, I'm seeing many people being asked to bow, right? Because you still have a choice, right? But they're being asked to bow to the Most High, surrender and submit themselves to the Most High for cleansing and renewal, is what I'm hearing, right? And because at the end of the day, the Most High will give us chance after chance to come to Him for mercy, come to Him for forgiveness, clearing, comfort, whatever it is we need, right? As a father, I'm hearing Father, Mother, Spirit, right? The Most High gives us the opportunity to come as we are so we can be cleansed and become anew and who I'm hearing, taught us to be or want us to be. Okay, so what I'm getting from that also, this is a direct channel, by the way. This is not what I have written down. What I'm getting from that, though, they are having to submit to their mother and father. Okay, they're subjected to. I'm just seeing someone kneeling down, begging for forgiveness. Someone's disappointed in how they behave. They know they've disappointed their parents. I'm hearing near or far, whether their parents are in their life or not, whether their parents are still on this living realm or they have passed on before us. This person is, I'm just hearing repent, repent, repent. I'm seeing Whoopi Goldberg. White dresses could be significant. This could be someone of a different religion, right? Because in the movie Four Colored Girls, something about that movie is significant. I've been channeling a lot from that movie lately. She was of a different religion. Like, I don't want to say cult, but it was just like a different type of religion with ritualistic practices as well. What I'm getting from this is also her hair was often wrapped. I heard turbans. Okay, so people who, I'm not saying that. I just heard people of the sand. Okay, so like Arab, I'm hearing Islamic. I'm seeing Italian is coming in my mind for some reason, but that's not what I want to say. Some about Italian is significant though, because Veni Vidi Vinci came through. What do Italians practice? They're like Catholic. Okay, so perhaps Catholicism has something to do with this, or someone was raised Catholic and they know they haven't been operating in the ways that they were taught to, right? Going against religion, going against everything that they were taught and known to be. Something about white is very significant. Yeah, they need to cleanse. They feel like they need to purge. Somebody might be considering baptism. I'm hearing baptismal at this time. I've been also seeing a lot of stuff about Ramadan lately. So, a lot of stuff on Holy Week and cleansing, fasting, purging, right? A lot of people are being called to this energy to kind of submit and humble themselves before 2222, as I said that. Good Lord, balance coming in. I'm hearing regulation coming in. I'm hearing the regulator is coming in. Okay, so the Most High is stepping in on these people's lives because they made a wrong turn back there somewhere. Something about that is significant. And instead of them continuing on the path, they're being asked to surrender themselves to the Most High and His divine plan for their life. Because at the end of the day, we all have a purpose and we should all be seeking the light, is what I'm hearing at the end of the tunnel. So while these people are facing many towers, right? Many knees shall bow. It's not to keep us down, right? It's to, allow us to see clearer, right? Because as long as we're standing in this high posture, we're looking over everything, right? We're looking past everything that we should be looking directly at. So in this posture of humbleness, I'm hearing humility, like humility and humbleness, right? Together. I don't know why that they need to pair the two, right? And become who they're meant to become. I'm getting right. These are people of importance, and we need them in correct energy and posture for whatever community, household, religion they serve, right? If this is a pastor, a leader of a religious group, right? We definitely need them to be in the best space. I'm hearing with the Lord. We need them to be in the best mindset, the best way of operating possible. Whoever it is within households, right? Globally, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, on all levels, we need everyone in their best energy, right? This is what I promote on this channel. Healed people heal people. If you contribute more healed, happy, healthy people to the collective as a whole, the collective as a whole will be more healed, happy, as the people are, right? But it starts as individuals. We need to work on ourselves instead of focusing on everybody else and focusing on the outside surface material things, and start looking within. Wow, okay. I'm hearing that's enough said. So, with that, I will close this message out. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe so you can stay uploaded with the latest downloads. It is 7:04 on my spiritual clock. Something about that is significant. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. As I always say, go in love and light. Seek purpose, not just paychecks. And always, always do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And until next time,